to the aviation's airline presentations. We are Group 1, which include 3 members of our group, Mr. Longley, who are our CEOs, head of the company, who is responsible for the financial decisions. And this is Mr. Bạch Phùng, who are responsible for marketing and operations head, and I am Thanh Phạm, who is responsible for the employees on HR department. First of all, I want to present to you our vision and missions. At the very beginning of this, course, we set us as the low fares airline. So our visions would be effective and frequent airline with affordable price for wide range of customers, and sales and distribution costs would be below the average. But since we changed to the normal airlines, our vision has to change too in order to unify with the company overall strategies. So our visions as the normal airlines is effective and frequent airline to establish ourselves as a leading veloce airline and the standard price with the quality service. And our missions as a low fare airline force is the airline with the wide network, frequent airline, affordable price, with the controls of the reliability, competitiveness, and the safetyness. But when we change to the normal airlines, we would like to present us with the missions and the airlines with wide network and expanding to the new areas, frequent airline with the standard service, including the controls of effectiveness, safety, and the reliabilities. Our generic business strategy as the low-cost strategy. As a low-cost strategy, we would like to emphasize on reduce the operation cost, and we would reduce such as you can see that we limited the spends on advertising. We also have the standard fleet and the training program maintenance policies and the maximize of using the airplane. But as we change to normal strategies, we would invest on the advertising program, and we produce customers and our employees with the standard training program and maintenance policies and the standard qualities as well. So next, we will talk about the industrial analysis.
Hello. In this part of industry analysis, we would like to apply the theories of strategic route mapping to try to position ourselves and other competitors airline in a framework with the 2 criteria of price and qualities. So as you can see, there are 2 luxury airlines with the same fare level of $0.51. There are Tomorrow and Rodeo Airlines, but however, Tomorrow they offer the higher quality index, and Blink is the only discount airline in the industry with the fare level of 0.37. So they also have the lowest score on both qualities and price criteria. So based on this framework, we consider Wings and Paradise as our major competitors in the same fare level of $0.4. And so at the time of the Q7, Wing have the higher index of quality than us. So our future plans is to become the best quality airline in our fare level. So next slide, please. So this framework is supported by our empirical data as we purchase the fare report in the Q7. And the next part, the analysis of capability law will present.
So it was very crucial for us to internally to realize our capabilities in order to succeed in delivering our vision and strategic decisions. So the first department, like internally, was the Department of Finance. What they delivered to the table was their understanding of financial statement, how they process the data into like meaningful ratios, and were able to forecast like future events such as demand and operating costs, and help us with decision making through quantitative data. So in this slide, you can see that this is an example of what we are talking about. Our financial group, head by me, are always like collecting data from like income statements, balance sheet, and cash flow to like help with the company to make like relevant decisions. And then also our finance department also have the ability to first to forecast like future events, such as I said before, and also to create and produce those data into meaningful ratios, such as like growth ratios, liquidity and solvency ratios, or effectiveness ratios. For the second department, I would like to talk about the Department of Marketing. For our marketing department, they were exceedingly good with understanding how the customer behaved, what they wanted, and like choosing the correct tools to approach them in a correct manner to produce the most effective efficiency. And also they are able to build like great relationship with customers. So in this graph, I'm showing you the total spending of the industry in Q7 in marketing. So as we stressed, like the Department of Marketing importance to the company, we spend the highest amount of money in Q7, around 120,000, to be the head of the biggest spender in the industry. Also, as we stress the relationship with customers, we also invest a lot, the highest in the sales team, to build a great relationship with customers, because it is crucial, in our opinion, to maintaining a sustainable business. Next up, the marketing group was very flexible in changing with our overall strategic plan and vision. So as you can see, in Q3, when we switched it to a normal airline, our strategic mix also changed. We switched from spending around 70% in promotion and 30% in advertising to an equal amount. As you can see, they converged it into like equal amount of spending. Because we were approaching more business-like travelers, so we wanted to build more on a company image. The final department, which was very crucial, is the Department of Human Resource. Human resource have three capabilities, in our opinion: to hire employees, to train employees, and set the effective compensation level so that everyone is happy. So, in the next slide, I will show you that our group was also very flexible when it comes to training. How we approached the employee training also changed with our overall strategy. Like in Q3 and 4, our spending on employee quality training budget increased it dramatically when we switched from discount airline to a normal fare airline. So we estimated it into a 40% increase, or 8,000. Also, we also increased our compensation level later on, in Q6 and 7. So all of those internal capabilities transform it into financial results. So in this part, I will show you the results of base aviation and give you an overall diagnosis. So the first graph you're seeing here is our performance results in net income. As you can see, in the first, we are represented by the green line over here. As you can see, we are always the top contender in the first 3 quarters. And for Q3 and beyond, we are always the #1 company in terms of net income. The second thing, the trend also is the same for our stock price. Our stock price remained relatively high in the overall industry and peaked it to #1 in the latest quarter. So what we did was very essential in achieving our performance. So I attribute it into 4 main general things that helped us achieve what we did. So the first thing is smart budgeting. We are careful to extract every amount of value from all of our money spent. So things such as marketing, quality training, compensation level. We know the line of diminishing return, and we try to don't overspend or underspend. The second thing is fleet management. We have a good understanding of the overall markets and their demands, and we spend accordingly. So we don't overinvest in the number of flights in any routes or underinvest. And also the ability to adapt ourselves. like we said before, we changed our vision like in quarter 3 and our overall strategy, and we are able to adapt to it like very flexibly. And finally, incident management. We were most likely correct with our incident management, so it yielded great results. So those 4 things were general. I will show you in the next slides the 4 main decisions that helped us be who we are today. So the first decision was in quarter 3. From quarter 3, we realized that we were being beaten by Tomorrow Airline and Rodeo Airline in terms of quality in our result growth.